Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today we have 5 trash to treasures or thrift flips. Not all of them are trash. Number 1, you may remember in the last dump haul that my husband brought home this huge welcome sign. Someone had left there because the E is loose. So first thing we did was go ahead and glue that up, and then took it in my recently cleaned craft room so I could take some linen white chalked paint and a dry brush and just go around the letters and the outside of the wood. I wanted to take the shine off of that galvanized color, and I wanted to just make that edges pop with a little bit of dry brushing. And then I went and took some of the black chalked paint and just here and there sort of splattered it and blotched it here to look a little like rust, and that was it. Such a simple transformation to take this from simple to Simply Farmhouse. So I hope you like that. And that takes me to project number 2, which are absolutely adorable. Now, I picked up 6 cream and 6 black pumpkins together in a pack at the end of the last season for a couple of bucks at, I believe, maybe TJ Maxx. Cut off the green stems, flipped them upside down to use the bottoms as the tops, and then I went and took out 6 of these little pegs that came from one of these accordion drying racks that was also found at the dump. And I took them and put them into a antiquing wax and water mixture, which makes kind of like a stain. Shook them around, poured them out onto a paper towel, and then let them dry on a paper plate for, probably less than an hour. It didn't take long at all. Took out my glue gun, heated that up, and went into my craft room for some embellishments. So I started by gluing the stems using those little dry rack pegs. These are also great feet for a riser. And then I found things like pip berries and some little wooden pieces from the dollar store, some cute ribbon. I found some greenery here and there in my stash. Just went through to see what else I might have that might dress up these pumpkins, and just change them so that they would be just a little bit sweeter. And I think they absolutely came out so adorable. I can't even stand it. And I know pumpkins, you've probably seen a million different pumpkins this season, but it's just so fun. You could actually make your own pumpkins out of, a little fabric and do some of this yourself. I had a lot of fun embellishing them. And then when I was finished with that, I decided to take one of my antique yellowware bowls that I collect and to just fill them right up in there. And I thought they really came out so cute. I also really liked them by themselves on a table. I have this beautiful harvest sign that I thought they looked really cute in front of. And I just think really that is just so sweet. So if you love these as much as I do, drop a little pumpkin emoji in the comments section. And now number 3. This is absolutely simple. All the frames that I've had that we've gotten from the dump. I just cleaned up one of the frames, and I used the Dollar Tree 2022 calendar. There's a couple here, but this one is a farmhouse one. I went through it to see which of the months I would like to work with, and I found the December Merry Christmas one is a little ball canning jar that was really cute, but too small for the frame. So I found this check or gingham ribbon that was kind of Christmassy and decided to go ahead and glue it to the top and bottom and just simply embellish the outside of the frame with some burgundy pip berries and some greens, and that was it. A few minutes, anybody can do it. Such a simple craft, but really cute. Just to update a free frame and a dollar calendar into something cute. And then that takes me to number 4. Now, you probably have seen me work with these tote bags before. I have done 3 in the last couple of videos, especially the one when I did pumpkins from old clothing. These are the ones that I have already completed. This one here, I used the IOD Farm Animal stamp, and I used the Icy Paris stamp, and then the pig from the farmhouse. Those were the first 3 that I did, and I ended up with a 4th one, so I just wanted to make this one a little bit more fall. So again, I used a little bit of ink and a floral stamp that I had in my stash. I don't recall the name, maybe Redesign. And I just stamped that right directly onto some drop cloth, frayed the edges, and then found a fall placemat, I believe, cut that and ironed it to make a pocket on the tote bag. I glued the piece onto the pocket, added a little bow, and then went through my stash and I found this little couple of wooden hearts that I put on the bottom right corner of that. And that was it. So you could actually use that pocket to put something in it. And that is just a sweet, simple little thing that you can do. You can make your own tote bag. You can find them at a thrift store, but I happen to have gotten that one for free. And that takes us to number 5. So in a recent dump haul, one of the frames my husband grabbed had this canvas U, which I did not need for any reason. So I decided to use the wooden frame. So I took my X-Acto knife, cut the canvas off, got rid of all of the edges, and just left that plain wood. Then I used my Rust-Oleum chalked in linen white and added a little bit of Waverly's Truffle. Painted that in kind of a creamy color. One coat did it. Then I took out several of the tongue depressor size popsicle sticks and some gel stain. I really like the early American gel stain for my home, so I just went ahead, brushed it on, wiped it off with a paper towel, and once that was dry, lined it up on my mat, and then took my glue gun. I went ahead and just attached the frame to that to make it look a little bit like shiplap. So then I went out to my garden and grabbed a stick. Now the inspiration belongs to White Sparrow Living. I had seen her do this, I believe, last Christmas, taking roving or yarn, of which I have plenty since I am a spinner. And so I went and glued the stick down and then just zigzagged with some glue the roving all the way up to make it look like a sweet little Christmas tree. Then I went back to that stain, dry brushed just around the edges of the inside and outside of the frame, added a little bit of embellishment to this, and it is done. And I think it came out so cute, so easy to do. You could absolutely use yarn. You could use a Dollar Tree item. You probably have half of these, if not all of these items laying around your house. And I decided to do the second one for you using this little sign from the dollar store. I took that same stain and I just stained the sides and the top. It didn't hide the word completely, but that's okay. And then I am a spinner, so I went through my yarns and pulled out a pretty yarn that I had spun years back, and just a regular dowel. I just cropped that off with my crocodile, which I love. And then I just went ahead and did the same process, gluing the yarn down until I had it all the way to the top, and then added this cute little star that I had in my stash. And that was it. So simple. I think they look adorable side by side. So hopefully you are liking this video. If you do, I appreciate a thumbs up and a comment to which of these were your favorite project today. And I am working on a couple of Trash to Treasures, so I will have another video out soon. Thanks for stopping by.